it's the pain point that sells. That's why TPT sellers have the handouts and mock-ups, because then you can see like, oh yeah, that looks like I can use this in the class. And that's like, there's a pencil. They can visualize them using it. Oh, this is going to save me time. Hey teachers, if you are watching this video, chances are you want to start a new TPT store. And this is a course that's going to walk you through the mindset that you need to shift into to be successful on TPT. It's a free course. Last time I created a basic seller account, and in 30 minutes, I published my first TPT resource. This is episode 2. I'm going to spend 30 minutes just working away on my store. There's no quick solution to winning on TPT. Success in anything is a grind, and the whole point of this is to make that process a little bit more visible. So I'm going to set a 30-minute timer. Today is Thursday, December 21st, 2023. And I'll probably start to release these videos on New Year's, because that way I get to see what kind of growth I can get organically without using YouTube or anything. Spoiler alert. These things take time, and things never go as viral as I think they will. You might have a great lesson that's based on pedagogy and best practices, and it might not sell at all in TPT, not because it's not a great lesson, but because other teachers can't find it. And so part of this game is learning how to communicate in a way that gets our message across to other people, which means we have to understand how the search algorithm works and how to communicate in the 21st century. So let's start this timer, 30 minutes of work today. Move that to the side. I want to go to my new TPT store here, which, as you can see, I have 0 followers. Very exciting. Looks very plain and boring. Would you buy something from this store? Probably not, because they haven't put a lot of time and effort into it. So how good is their product really going to be? That's okay. The goal yesterday was just to publish a first resource, and I put this up and I have 3 downloads, which is fantastic. It's exciting. Downloads are based on user accounts because you have to sign into TPT in order to download. So I know that these 3 downloads, super exciting stuff. One of them might be me, but then the other 2 are from people that I don't know. And they found me on TPT and they thought, okay, let's check this out. One of the things that I wish I had done from the very beginning is to save my product pages, because sometimes I made a great product page and it had a bunch of sales, and then I changed things, or I can't figure out why things aren't selling as well. And maybe I changed a keyword, but I'll never know because I didn't save the page from before. I used to save it in PowerPoint or Google Slides, but now I have a faster way. So I'm going to show you how I back up my page before I make any changes. I use this free Google Chrome extension called Save Page We. I'm going to remove extension. And there is another episode that I have that has a more in-depth walkthrough for this. So Save Page We, Chrome extension. Let's add it to my computer, Save Page We. And I'm going to add it to Chrome. I'm going to add, there are some settings that I need to do. I'm just going to put it on the front. So let's just pin it to the front. There we go. If I click on that, I need to look at the options. So I'm going to just leave it pretty basic, actually. I'm going to lazy load content before saving. Let's see if I can keep it as simple as possible. File info. So the file info, I definitely want to change. And I'm just going to go to the SEOTpreneur episode. All right, I have this episode 21 where I talk about this free Chrome extension and it explains why I use this. I'm going to set some options so that it always saves the file name in the same way. I'm going to put the date with a dash, and the time with a dash, and then the host with a dash, and then the path. Oops, I hit path twice. All right, and then I'm going to hit save. Let's see if this works. I'm going to go to my Google product right now. I'm going to hit that Save Page We extension. It's going to save the computer. I have this new TPT store spot. I'm going to create a folder called backups. And then in my backup folder, I'm going to separate each product file into a separate folder, just so it's easy to find changes. So this is my free data tool, simple. All right, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to hit save. It's saved. I'm just going to open this, showing the folder. I'll open it in Google Chrome so I can see up here. Oh, it didn't save cursors. All right, I've got, wow, I'm burning through time here. 23 minutes left. I need to change a setting here. Clearly, I need to watch that video to set the settings properly. Options, always use new save method. Include information bar at the top, include metrics, format HTML source code. Sure, let's do that. I'm going to close the tab afterwards. So save. Let's try this again. I'm going to reload this page. I'm going to click the save button, and then I'm going to save it in that backup folder. I'm going to save it in that product file. And then sometimes I like to add a little bracket at the end here. So new launch. I can see the date, which is important because this way I can go back in time to find things. I see the website, and then it has the name of the product with the product ID. So that works for me. And now if I just open this up, I can see that the full URL is up here at the top of the file, and I can see the date that the file was saved. So now I have a snapshot in time for what this page looked like, because that way, if I mess things up, I can go back to this version and put the product description back. And the product description is huge, because the keywords in your product description is what the TPT search algorithm uses to figure out where to put things in TPT search. And for most of us at the beginning, we like TPT because it has so many teachers going there directly. Okay, I have some things to update. It's my first product. Make sure that this free product is 10 or few pages. I don't know that I entirely agree with that line. It doesn't say in their terms of service that I've seen where it has to be that, but I get that. So see, I can't make this listing inactive because I only have one free resource. And let's say I messed up, and let's say I want to take down this resource right away. So what are my options? I'm going to go to my product listings. Oh, this is this is the preview. This is the save file. I can't edit that. All right, let's try this again. And this is also all right, let's just go to Teachers Pay Teachers. Oh my gosh, today is not being a productive day. Let's go to my product listings. Here we go. There's my free primary download. I cannot turn it off because I only have one free listing. So if I need to turn it off, I need to put something else there. And so what I'm going to do right now is very quickly, I'm going to type docs.new, which is a secret way to just create a new Google Doc. I'm going to say coming soon. And then I'm just going to put in here coming soon. And I'm just going to make this gigantic. There we go. So I just basically need something to put up as a temporary product. I'm going to go File, Download, save this as a PDF. I'm going to put it here as a product coming soon. So this is just going to be a placeholder. Let's save this PDF. Now, in order for me to turn off this listing, let's zoom out here, I need to create another product to replace it. So I'm going to make a digital download coming soon, downloadable file. I have to upload the file I just put in here. So here it is. I'm going to upload this file. I'm going to let it do its magic with the previews. I have to have some sort of product text here because it's required a description. So say coming soon, this store is under construction. Stay tuned. This will be a free resource. I need to choose some grades. So I'm going to say not grade specific, subject area for TPT sellers, resource type. Obviously, you're going to choose your own categories. TPT sellers, appropriate for Canada, make listing active, hit submit. What I can do now is I can turn off the free Google Sheet data tool. Let's say like I made a mistake or something happened and I need to take it down immediately. If this is your first resource, you won't be able to take it down because you need to have a free TPT product. So product listing, I can go to a quick edit and a free. Oh, I can't change it because it's still the primary free item. So I'm going to go to this coming soon resource, quick edit. I'm going to make this my primary free item and hit update. And so now if I go to the quick edit for my first initial product, I can now deactivate it because it's no longer the primary free item. You cannot deactivate the primary free item. So let's say I'm going to do that. If I turn it off, then if I was to go to my store, here we go. Oh, it's still cached. Oh, interesting. If I put question mark in a bunch of junk, does it disappear? No, it's still cached. So it might take a little bit of time for them to take it off their systems. If I try to open this in a new link, what happens? Okay, so when I try to open this in a new link, it goes to my product listings. And that's how I know that this product has actually been taken down, because otherwise it would have gone to the product page. I'm actually going to turn this back on. That was just to show you what to do if you mess up and you need to take down your first freebie. You just put up a replacement product. So let's make this my primary free item. I'm going to hit update, and the coming soon product, I'm going to turn it off. We don't need it up. I know what you're thinking. There's so much to do and not enough time. And you're right, but we just have to chip away at this a little bit every day, 30 minutes a day or whatever you get. So this product here, think about it. If you saw this listing surrounded by other TPT products, would you download it? Maybe, maybe not. A lot of us, when we first start, we think that PDF preview is good enough because it shows exactly what's inside the product. And you're not wrong. Right now, the game is just to get proof of concept that actually people want to buy my stuff. So I need to put up another resource, and eventually I need to put up a paid resource because I need to know if there's interest. Is this going to work? I don't have a paid resource to put up yet. What should I work on? Okay, I have 15 minutes left. I'm going to try to put up a super quick cover. I like to use Canva. Let's do that. I used to make my covers in Google Slides because that's what I knew. I know people who make covers in Microsoft PowerPoint. I know people who do it in Canva. Basically, find a platform that you are most comfortable with. Does it have to be perfect at the beginning? No, it doesn't. I have Canva Pro because the background remover is crazy, crazy good. So I'm going to create a custom size. Now I could choose any size. To be honest, I tend to choose 1200 by 1200. And I do that because I know that on WordPress, 1200 is a nice width that it likes. So I'm going to change it to that. Now I need to have a picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Google Sheet tool itself. Let's take a screenshot of what this looks like. There's no data in here. I might have to use my photo earlier with data, but I'm gonna go Control-Shift-V. So I'm just gonna try to take a screenshot. There we go. No, too big. There we go. So let's just take a screenshot. Now, if you don't know how to take a screenshot on your computer, there is a key on your computer called print screen. It'll depend on what your keyboard looks like. But basically, there will be a button literally that says print screen. And when you click this keyboard, like this button on your keyboard, it takes a snapshot of their screen. It might be hiding depending on if you're a laptop. You might have to hold a function key down as you hit that print screen. But I'm going to hit this print screen button. There we go. I use a snipping tool. Yours probably will look different. So I have a print screen. I'm going to get out of here. And I'm just going to go into my Canva document and I just go Control-V and I paste it in here. I don't really need to do anything fancy. We have to have square covers because if your product cover doesn't look like everyone else's, does it matter? Kind of. Like the way that we communicate on TPT is with those square covers. So if it doesn't look like those square covers, then teachers are going to ask, why doesn't it look like that? And if they see it's just the basic PDF previews that the system generates, then they're going to start to wonder why. So I'm going to just choose a plain solid background, maybe TPT green. I don't know. Oh, I don't like it. I think white does better. This is going to take too long. I'm going to make it a shade of white. I'm going to go into a free seller tool because I have a snapshot with my real data here. So I'm going to copy this image that I already had. I'm going to go into Canva. I'm going to probably simplify this so that they don't see the other tabs that are not available on this, but that is available. Oops. Okay, let's make this bigger. Okay, so now I need to put some words here. I'm just going to add a text box. I'll figure this out later. All right, free TPT Google Sheet data tool. I'm going to make the height line spacing a little bit smaller. I don't love this. Now, technically speaking, we should add the trademark after Google Sheet because it's a trademark. TPT is an interesting place because there'll be lots of teachers who have opinions, strong opinions, TPT sellers, about what's right and what's wrong. And ultimately, at the end of the day, it's your TPT business and you are the one who has to deal with whatever the consequences are, right? Like if you're driving on the highway and if you decide to speed or not speed, the person beside you can tell you whatever they think is right, but you have to make the decision about how you're driving the car because ultimately you have to deal with the consequences, positive consequences or negative consequences. But yeah, sure, I'm going to get the TM symbol. Let's just Google that right now. So I'll just copy that. So technically speaking, let's just add it there. Oops. All right. I don't love it. Let's just make this bigger. I got 9 minutes left. I am going to center this. I group that. Let's just center this. Okay. And so what's the pain point? The pain point. So basically you're trying to communicate in your cover basically why they want this. You need to give them a reason. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a snapshot of that dashboard. So dashboard, let's go into the dashboard. No, where is it? It's product statistics, right? Okay, so I should actually do this from my EduCircle store. Let's just take a snapshot of this, print screen. All right, so if I go like that, 8 minutes left, I have to get this point across about what the pain is, right? So let's just make this a little bit smaller. My product statistics, right? Let's just get rid of the 2 items because I'll have more than 2 items. Let's make this download to Excel. All right, let's just find a circle and drawn circle. There we go. Sure. I'm going to change that to red. Let's make this pain point even larger. Let's get an arrow because people like to follow visually things. Arrow, handwritten, hand drawn. Sure. All right, turn this to the same shade of red. Turn this around. All right, TPT sellers will instantly know what this is. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to say, so let's start with the pain point. The TPT seller dashboard you wish you had for free. There you go. Okay, so let's copy this. 6 minutes, Mike, 6 minutes. That's much better than the Google Sheet business, right? All right, copy that. Oops, ungroup, copy. All right. In fact, on the front, I'm just going to say free Google Sheet, but I'm going to make this a lot smaller. So Control-Shift-minus is how I shrink things down. There we go. Oh, perfect. Good enough. And then on page 2, so that's my first one, because that has the pain point. So free TPT Google Sheet, that, right? Like it's the pain point that sells. That's why TPT sellers have the handouts and mock-ups, because then you can see like, oh yeah, that looks like I can use this in the class. And that's like, there's a pencil. They can visualize them using it. Oh, this is going to save me time. Download your TPT product stats. I don't have enough time, but probably what I should do is step 1, download your TPT product stats. 5 minutes. Step 1. And then where's the one where I pasted the new sheet? There we go. Let's delete that, paste this in, make this larger, copy this. And we are out of time for today, but 4 minutes. I need to move the needle. So moving the needle means that this is up on my store in 3 minutes, 56 seconds. There we go. All right, so good enough. Let's share this. Download. I'm going to download as a JPEG. I'm going to download all of this. 3 minutes. We got this. We got this. We got this. Okay, I'm going to save it here for now. I'm going to export all of these. I'm going to extract them all. There we go. There are my images. So now I need to go to my TPT product page, edit listing. I'm going to shrink this on the right-hand side. Nope, that's not it. Come on, move this on the other side here. Oops. All right. So I'm going to upload my images. Where are my images? Up here at the top, it says upload thumbnails now. So I'm going to get rid of the auto-generated cover. Here is cover 1. And then I'm going to drag cover 2. And I'm going to drag cover 3. All right. And then I will update this product, submit it. And there we go. The TPT seller dashboard you wish you had for free. It looks nice. They can visually see what they get. So here's the download, right? Like, oh yeah, I can see how I could use my data. And now I have an unfair advantage because I have edge circles. And so like that top resource there, I can see was sold for like $23,000 in earnings. So the goal is eventually you need social proof, but you also need to think about what unfair advantages you have that you can bring to your TPT store. Now, the very last thing I need to do is back this up just so I have an archive of changes. Super simple, continue save. I'm gonna save it into that folder. So backups, and then here the folder, and then I'm just gonna add a note in here, new covers. And it's timestamped in the file name, so it'll sort automatically, and it automatically closes the page. So yeah, let's just double check this backup. If I click on this backup, I'll open it up here. So here's the backup that I have. Now, the backup won't let you have clickable links here. Like that stuff, it's not saved in the backup because that's dynamic. So anything that's dynamic, it won't be there. But I can see this is a snapshot of what this resource looked like on that day. And the day up here is December 21st, 2023 at 3:02 p.m. my time. 3 downloads. So now let's see if this makes a difference. If you have any questions about what I do or why I do it like this, leave a comment. If you like this, if you learned something new, hit a subscribe button because that encourages me to keep on creating content like this. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.